Hello in the building.
Ow, ow.
Got something special for y'all. He's normally not in front of the camera. He does a lot of behind the scenes work.
Legend in the game. He got a story to tell, so we gonna figure it out. We gonna let him introduce himself.
All right, what's good? I'm Football, photographer from Raleigh, Apex area. And yeah, creative director for Noah.
Y'all better say, you see the boy 2H.
So
he needs no introduction.
Exactly. But yeah, just a photographer, creative director.
Born in Raleigh?
No, I was born in Virginia, actually. But I moved here when I was in the 9th grade. Went to Apex High. Then went to Holly Springs High. Stuff like that. Played football there and everything. And went to Elon University, probably 45 minutes away from here. So I claim North Carolina more than anything, to be honest.
You played football?
Yeah.
In college?
Oh, yeah, I played receiver at Elon.
Word?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school again?
Holly Springs High. And I played quarterback at Apex and then went to transfer to Holly Springs just because like rezoning stuff and everything. And I played like everything there, like quarterback, receiver.
Word.
Yeah, like everything.
You got a full
like
ride?
Taysom Hill. No, I was a walk-on. I was a walk-on.
That's even better.
I got a scholarship
Even
my
more
junior
commitment.
year, but like not full ride or anything, but got a little money. So
what, you was the only one on the field with a camera or something?
Oh, no. So, I mean, I didn't even really take photos until I quit, to be honest. It became like when I – so, actually, that's good you bring it up because so when I was deciding to quit football and stuff like that or deciding to just kind of keep away because I was a walk-on. I was traveling at first and stuff like that. So, I was kind of important to the team, but not like
As
really. You know what I'm saying? Not like the starters and everything.
Yeah.
And I just kind of realized I was just like wasting a lot of time doing it. And I mean, it was cool. Like I learned a lot of great stuff from it. I played 3 years, so you know what I'm saying? And we were really good. Like when we got there, my freshman year, we're like 2-9, like bottom of the barrel. Actually, it was us and Jackson State, and it's crazy because Jackson State's like top tier now.
Top tier,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it was us and Jackson State at the bottom, but then we got a new coach, and we ended up going like 8-3 or something like that. Went to the playoffs for the first time in a while. So then I got to travel that year, and then the next year, a lot of new guys came in because we started to get good and everything.
Yeah.
So they had the scholarship guys over me. I traveled the first game, and then after that, it was just like this is a waste of time, to be honest. But how I got my start with photography actually. So when I was quitting. Actually, so when I was on the football team, I had a friend on the team that he was rapping just like, and I was kind of making music with him for fun. But I realized I was like, bro, like you're actually like really good and like can really like kind of make some shit shake out of this. So and I always loved photos. Like I had a camera, but I wasn't really like that. I was just taking photos of like us in pre-games and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like drinking,
Fucking
dorms.
around.
Fucking
You know what I'm
around.
saying? You know, like girls liked it and everything too. You know, took it. So it was just cool. It was a little fun activity. But I always thought like, just like photography in general was cool. So there was a poster store on our campus, and they had a poster sale like where they sold like a lot of like rap posters and stuff like that. And I had a poster of Playboy Cardi in my room, and I had a poster of Lil Yachty.
Shout out Cotty.
And yeah, so I thought those like pictures were just so amazing. I don't know. I just like it really appealed to me, and we had a really really good like videography photography staff at our like I think like my he ended up being my boss because I became a photographer of the team after, but he was like the number one. He got ranked number 1 videographer both years I was there type stuff. So like I like saw it, and I was like I remember walking in one day. It was like a hard ass day of practice, and I was like, bro, if I could just quit and do exactly what y'all are doing all day long, I would dead ass do that shit. And he was like, well, why don't you? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, let me play this season out and like see how it goes and everything. So when I quit, so when my friend was rapping and everything, I was just telling him like, yo, I'm about to quit the football team, and he was already done playing. So like, he was a senior, I was a junior. And I was like, bro, I'm about to get this little film camera, and I'm just about to take pictures of you in the dorm, recording. You know what I'm saying? We're about to walk around campus. Like, Elon's like a really, really beautiful campus. Ranked number 1 most beautiful campus in the world.
That's
it's
facts,
on a
nigga.
botanical garden. Yeah, it's on a
stores.
like you'll see, it's on a botanical garden. Like,
Yeah,
it's literally
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, beautiful scenery all the time. So I was like, we're going to go around campus. We're going to take pics. And, like, that's exactly what we did. So I remember calling my mom, like, yo, I think I'm really about to, like, quit football. And she's like, well, what are you going to do? Because that's, like, your whole life. Like, and I was like, well, I think I'm going to start this photography thing. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, go ahead and do that. Like, for a little, you have my 100% support.
Yeah, it's better for your brain.
Yo, way better
No
for my brain.
CTE.
No CTE.
No mental health problems, really. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of football, like, you're competing all day, every day. You have to, like, kind of be, like, a top-tier student as well. And Elon was, like, a really hard school. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, let me just do this. You know what I'm saying? So then I woke up the next day. I remember going into the coach's office and just telling him like, yo, I just feel like I'm wasting my time, and I don't want to be like a disservice to you. And then plus, like when I was a recruit and everything, I was a walk-on, and it was honestly like a really, really hard journey to be able to play Division I football. Like I had no offers coming out of high school, and I had to go to prep school just to be able to get this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like a JUCO route.
Like JUCO route, but it was a prep. So we played against JUCOs, but like I didn't lose any eligibility. So like, I basically had another year of high school, but I'm just playing against like really like, you know, more talented teams
people
and stuff like that. We're playing against like D3 teams, so like everyone's pretty good. So so I what was I about to say? So then, but when I was there was somebody with a camera, and he was telling me like how dope it was to like be a photographer and stuff like that. So I was like, oh shit, like it just kind of, I'm just seeing how like everything just kind of like started to like fill in and really.
She was coming full
circle.
circle.
It was coming full circle.
It's like faith.
Stuff. Exactly. So then, as soon as I quit, I quit on like December like 20 something, like right before Christmas break. So I ordered my camera for Christmas.
Yeah.
January 1st, 2019 is when I like really like locked in and started doing this thing. And then so I'm taking pictures of him, and then people are just like, bro, you need to go take pictures of like all these other rappers in the area. And DaBaby was like blowing up like crazy.
Okay.
At that time, like that's when like when he was like the greatest rapper alive to me. Not anymore, but like, you know, he was the greatest rapper alive to me at that point. So, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna get tapped in with the scene and like low key just try to like figure out how I can get closer to like being his personal photographer and everything. And I remember one of my friends, Flask, he like walked in my house and was like, bro, there's this new artist named Tia Corinne. She has like 3,000 followers. She's fire as hell. Like nobody knows about her. She has a song called Lotto that's going stupid. So I just DM'd her and I was like, hey, do you want to do a shoot sometime? Took photos for her. And then after that, she was just like, yeah, you need to be with me all the time. Like, so I started being her photographer throughout like that spring. And just was following her around. And then I went.
What does that look like being somebody's photographer? Like when they call you, you just there?
Yeah. At that time. You know what I'm saying? Or like whenever she had a show or whenever she just wanted to take pictures, you know what I'm saying? So I was just going. Like, I mean, I was starting out. So I was just starting everything.
What was your first camera that you got?
It was like a little Canon Sure Shot.
Okay.
Like a little film camera. I only use film. I don't use digital at all.
Yeah, that's good.
Really like the look of digital. It's kind of fake, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard in the photography, you know, world, with some
okay.
discrepancies and shit. It's like some hater shit. Like,
it's a computer system.
like,
yeah,
like,
film?
it's fake. It's fraudulent.
But film is like how photography was invented. So I'm like,
It's more pure.
You staying true to the game.
Staying true to the game, and I just like the vintage look,
look.
and everything.
You can't get
it's
it.
nostalgic because that's how we got our pictures taken when we were little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, you just have that nostalgia factor with it. Like you just said, it's like more of a pure look and everything. So started doing work for her, and then I was talking to my boy who was actually the dude's producer for the guy that was rapping on my team. He was on the basketball team in my school, and he's from Atlanta. And he was like, bro, you need to get your internship in Atlanta this summer. And you just need to go down there and go crazy. Like, I'll introduce you to people. Like, I'll make you feel at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? So his name's Swell. And
Shout out Swell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he was actually like my manager at first. Like, he's doing a lot more amazing things right now. So we kind of stopped being my manager and stuff like that. But he still helps me out and everything whenever he can. But so he had me come down to Atlanta. I got a nice little apartment in downtown and everything, so I could be close to like all the shows.
To the life.
Exactly. And I was working at a radio station. I was interning at a radio station over there in the Buckhead Towers. It ended up like going down south, but you know what I'm saying? But so I moved down to Atlanta for that summer, and you know, I was taking pictures of Tia, but then I went down there and I figured out. So while I was at Elon, actually, like a couple days before, the rapper I'm talking about that played on the football team with me, he was roommates with some dude that was like a huge Big Baby Gucci fan. And what's weird about it is, like, he went to a show that was thrown by Noah, like not even knowing who Noah is. Like, I have no idea who Noah is at this point. Like, so he went to a show thrown by Noah, was just like, yeah, I got cool with him. He follows me on, or actually, I don't think he followed him on Twitter, but like, you know what I'm saying? They have messages together type shit. And Gucci used to, like, whenever he used to come to a city, be like, yo, I'm in Raleigh, who got gas? And you know what I'm saying? So
PSA.
that dude saw it, right? He's like, damn, I want to go smoke with him. Like, and so he hit up the dude who was rapping on the football team with me, and he was like, yo, who's got gas around here? I'm trying to bring it to Big Baby Gucci and we can smoke. So I guess he set that up, and then he went over there, went and smoked with him, and then he just came back and was like, bro, I just smoked with Big Baby Gucci. Do y'all know who that is? And I was like, I mean, it sounds familiar, but not really. Like,
Yeah.
Got a cool
That's when
name.
he was kind of like, he was well known in the underground and stuff like that.
But
he
underground
wasn't-
is underground.
but like, it's like he was, we call it the purgatory, like where he's like.
You're waiting. You're just
underground,
waiting.
But like
Yeah.
he's signed, he's
Yeah.
signed, you know what I'm saying? Like people on SoundCloud know about him and stuff like that. So then he played Summer in '06 for me, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, like I gotta get right with him. And he's like, yeah, he's from Charlotte, but he lives in Nashville, and he's moving to Atlanta June 1st, and like so was I. So I was like, shit, try to
Full
set
circle.
it up. He tried to set it up, so he ended up like not setting it up. But I had DM'd him like, yo, I'm trying to shoot with you. I'm moving to Atlanta. My friend Mike told me about you. Like, let's get to work. I noticed he didn't really have like a full-time photographer and everything, and he ended up not responding to that. So then he had like a Twitter live, like the Periscope or whatever.
Mhm.
So he was playing his album on there. I was like, yo, please check your DM. Like he had a show like a week later, so I was like, let me come shoot your show. And then he responded back like, oh yeah, like just come on out. So I think I had like a picture of like NLE Choppa at that point. I had a bunch of Tia, but it was no one like big at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like Tia probably had like 6,000 followers at the time, but she was going up. That was the thing. Like as soon as I started working with her, she had like good motion. She was going to LA, she was going to Atlanta and everything, but she was still living in Winston-Salem, still going to Winston-Salem State as a student. And then once she graduated from there, all of a sudden like that Lotto song just fucking blew the hell up.
Tia hard.
Yeah.
I fuck with Young Jock.
Young Jock, yeah.
Playing
Yo,
the Young
yo.
Jock. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. Man. She's crazy.
Yeah.
But so that happened and everything, and so I went and shot the show for Gucci and stuff like that. So we shot some pictures after, and I sent them back to him, and he's like, "Bro, these shits are crazy as hell." Like, and it wasn't even really that crazy, but at the time, it really was. He was just like, "Bro, like whenever I have a video, just come shoot." So then he actually, the song that I discovered him off of, he wanted me to come shoot the pictures for that video, shot those, and then one day he hits me up like, yo, I'm about to shoot this video for the song I just recorded the other day for my album. And I was like, oh, okay, like just let me know whenever, like I'll pull up to the house. And pull up to the house, he's in a bathtub, like just recording the video. I was a little like, cause he hit me up last minute, but he's in a bathtub, like a bubble bath and everything. They're shooting the thing. So I just shoot a couple pictures and everything, and I'm just like, it's the Drop Top Lexus song, if you've ever heard that or anything. It's like his biggest song.
Okay.
I think it has like fucking like 25 million streams right now.
God.
And you shot the pictures for
Shout
it.
out.
Yeah, I shot
Gucci.
the pictures for it.
So
right?
he was in the tub like on some Tupac shit.
I think
That's
so.
exactly what
Probably.
I was trying not to think about that.
Yeah, nah.
Tupac and them suds.
I've never.
You've never seen that photo?
Yeah, no, I've never seen.
It's literally that can happen.
I was about to say,
Yeah, show me
you
that.
might be
Yeah.
better off not seeing it.
Yeah,
That's
really.
nothing like you want to see Tupac.
Nah, it is. No, no.
Studs all on his chest.
That's
Nah,
hilarious.
That's
Yeah.
for the hoes.
No, he had like a bunch of like fake blood on his chest. So like.
I know. Yeah. I've seen it.
So
I've
it's
seen
like
it.
it was for like an album called Send Help, if you've seen that picture at all. But so then after that, I got those. I ended up not being able to get those pictures developed till the end of that month, type shit. And in between that, I got asked to go shoot a show in New York, an XXL show in New York, right? So that's when DaBaby was like the main headliner for that. I think Megan Thee Stallion was there too, Blueface, Rico Nasty.
So what? This sounds
That's a
like
crazy
2017, 2018.
2019.
Oh, 2019. Okay.
Summer 2019. So I shot like a really, really like good picture of DaBaby. It's on my profile. You've seen it. So that's what kind of like helped. People took me seriously after that. Because I was talking about shooting with DaBaby like for a long, like the whole time I was just like, bro, I'm going to shoot with this dude. I'm going to take a photo of him. I'm going to take a really, really good photo of him. And it ended up happening. So
That's fire.
that happened. And then, so I ended up not getting the pictures developed until like August, right? Like, and then he was planning to drop his project like August 13th or something like that. And so I gave him the pictures back, just like not even thinking of it, like, oh, just post this as promo, blah, blah, blah. And then he texted me back like, yo, I'm about to make this my album cover. And I was like,
Who, the
oh,
baby?
shit. No, Big Baby Gucci.
yeah, Big Baby Gucci.
Big Baby
Right,
Gucci
right.
did. So I'm like, whoa. Like, and I remember like talking about it to my friends. I was like, I'm gonna shoot an album cover this year. I don't know who it's for. There was a couple people that used like my shit as single covers and stuff like that, but this was like
That's
the first
cool.
like kind of big at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, album cover that I've shot and everything. So I shot that, And then he ended up flying me to Miami. That's where I met Noah and everything.
In Miami?
Yeah. Right.
That's hard.
How the fuck y'all meet in Miami?
So he was like, I guess, entourage at the time, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support and hanging around.
Hanging around, yeah.
Just getting active, bro.
Exactly.
Doing what 2H do.
Networking, going where it needed to be going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being on the scene. That's really it.
Another day at the job.
Yeah.
Day at the job,
Double
yeah.
H, wherever Double H got to be, bro, he's gonna be there.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm
for real.
saying? So
Exactly. So we all stayed in this Airbnb and like just celebrated the tape. And I think it was his birthday too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we celebrated his birthday and everything. It was awesome. And then after that, I remember literally having to talk with Noah like on the balcony, and I was like, bro, I think I'm gonna drop out of school. Like,
Nigga, you was still in school during this whole process?
School, yeah, I was still in school.
You just stopped playing football.
Yeah, I stopped playing football.
Okay.
I spent that last semester, that spring semester, being a photographer for the football team and like being just like helping with coaches film and stuff like that, and just like really learning how to shoot creatively and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, bro, I think I'm gonna drop out of school. So then as soon as I got back, there was like this crazy ass assignment I had to do for the first day. Like they were talking about like, if you get all these questions right or all these answers right, you don't get 100, you get a 90. But if you don't get any of them, if you get one wrong, you get a 20%. And I look at that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like
Like,
a deal.
are you kidding me? So I'm talking to my mom about it. And I'm like, bro, this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I was an entrepreneurship major, so I'm like, I'm already kind of like doing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not necessarily making money right now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm putting the steps towards like being an entrepreneur. So she's like, honestly, do you want to go back? And I was like, hell no. Like, I do not want to go back. So we ended up dropping out the next day. And then I told Tia, I was like, Tia, like, I just dropped out. Like, let me know what you're trying to do.
Got a lot of free
like,
time
I got a lot
now.
of free time now, like more free time than usual. And she's like, oh, bet. Like, what you doing next week? You trying to go to Atlanta? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go to Atlanta. Like, so I drove her down to Atlanta. And as soon as we get there, we're in the studio with Sunny Digital. And I'm like, this is like crazy. Like, I dropped out of school like 5 days ago. And I'm in the studio with Sunny Digital.
Already made.
Sunny Digital.
Like, with Sunny. And like, I remember having a talk with Sunny, and I was just telling him about like my idols and everything. And because he knew some of them type stuff. And he was just having that talk with me, like, bro, to be honest, like the way you move and the way, you know, your pictures look and the way you go about things and stuff like that, just, and being around like a person like
Sunny,
Tia.
nigga.
Oh, yeah, being around a person like Tia. And
Yeah,
everything,
I was about to say
like,
Tia, too.
But like
Yeah.
seeing what I was like doing for her and stuff like that, he was like, bro, you're gonna be bigger than your idols, and you're really gonna make it in this shit. Like if it's photos, if it's being an A&R, being a manager, like one of those things, like you're really going to do well. Like I can already tell. And I just met him like maybe like 2 hours before that type shit. So then they ended up making a song. It's on her first album. It's called Mine. I think it's her best song. Like, I love that song so much. And so we get back from that trip, and I'm like, yo, this is, like, crazy. Like, we just need to keep going back down. So we kept going back down.
Hell yeah.
We kept, and she was just making hella songs with him. We kept going back down, and did that turn on?
That most definitely turned on. Good eye. Y'all keep going.
You good. So we had, what's it called? So we were just going back down. We were staying at Sunny's for like weeks on end. I'm talking like 3 weeks in this, like, because he had a studio where there's like a stage in the background, in the back type shit. So
Yeah.
there was like hella couches. Like there was a bunch of couches like in the separate rooms with the, you know, mics and everything in the studios. So it was like 4 separate rooms in there. So we were just, you know, staying on the couch, like just trying to make it, like.
Okay, before you continue,
Yeah.
how important is that to all photographers? Like really staying down, you're not getting paid.
No.
And before you answer that question, we're going to pause this real quick.
Boom. So my question was, right, how important is it to all photographers, all entrepreneurs to go through that phase of sleeping on couches?
You gotta do it. You gotta do it because I mean, at first,
Yeah.
you're starting a business and everything. You probably don't have a lot of money to goddamn have that type of freedom and everything. But what's cool about that? So when I was staying at Sunny's, all sorts of people would walk through at all times of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Duval. Like I remember waking up. Yeah,
Little
I remember waking up. I was sleeping on the couch. I remember waking up to him rehearsing one of his like comedy sets or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what the
Hell yeah.
Doing
like
stand-up.
what the
This is
hell? I
funny
remember
ass
like
nigga,
Fat
yeah.
Man Key walking in a couple of times.
Key?
Yeah, Key. Yeah.
Shout out Key, man.
Yeah, shout out Key, yeah.
Yeah.
So he walked in a couple of times, shot with Lil Nar in there. There's a couple of other people that like aren't as big as them, but like still
Respected.
pretty well known and stuff like that would walk in as well. And Metro Boomin's walked in there a couple times at that point. So it was it was very like for that experience, it was like so worth it. You know what I'm saying? But then also at that time, Tia was like going through all the label talks and stuff like that. So a lot of those labels were paying for us to stay in hotels after that type shit. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like we're
You
going
had
to
somewhere
club.
for free.
Yeah, no, exactly. For like everything was paid for too. It was like so sick. I mean, I wasn't really making any money off of it. I wasn't profiting, but I would literally like be here. I would Uber for 5 days straight, all day, every day. Try to make like $700, $800, and then I go down there with that, and then try to make shit shake. And then I got to pay for film development and all that other stuff. So I mean, it's just, I had to put in a lot of like money to like make the content happen.
Invested in yourself.
Invested
in myself, but also investing in the artist and everything. And it was a huge help to her, I think. You know what I'm saying? She was using a lot of my stuff for Spotify things. She was posting every day. But she was really helping me get my face and my body in the same rooms as a lot of artists that can help me.
It's a symbiotic relationship. Y'all need each other. Y'all really need each other.
Mutually beneficial.
Like she was definitely a lot more beneficial to me than I was to her, but like at the same time, like,
That's what you think because of your position.
Exactly. And I was driving her down there and stuff like that too. So I mean, it was a great team. We were a great team. Like I really I'm so thankful for her and all that stuff. And then when I was going down there, I was meeting Big Baby Gucci at his house, shooting with him and stuff like that whenever he needed to cover. And he just all of a sudden was like, yeah, I'm not going with nobody else. Like, you're the only photographer I'm going with, and all my covers are gonna be shot by you and everything. So then I'm over here. Actually, so then during that summer and stuff like that. So I played football and everything, and I'm missing the game a lot. Like it's still like everything. Like my whole brand is football. Like I got this shit.
You got that shit on your face.
Yeah, like literally, like exactly. So there's this quarterback trainer that I used to watch just on YouTube and like follow on Twitter and stuff like that, just to learn about throwing a football and catching all just fundamentals of stuff and extra training and everything. So I hit him up, and I noticed there was like a lot of random photographers like taking pictures of his stuff. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, next time you have like a training or a camp or anything, I would love to come out there and shoot some photos. And he was like, oh yeah. And I sent him some of my work. He's like, oh yeah, we could really use this. Like I got somebody really big coming like this weekend, like just come on out. And I'm like, oh shit, bet. And then it ended up being Deshaun Watson, Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, Malik Willis, when like people didn't even know about him at the time. Like,
just some names.
You know what I'm saying? Just some names. So so I took a picture of Deshaun, and he ended up posting it and everything, and that's when I realized I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to be like the film guy for football.
Did he tag you?
No, he didn't.
What? So what's up with that? How you feel about that?
No, I wasn't tripping at all, bro. He didn't even know who I was.
Of course.
Like, I sent it to Quincy, and then he sent it to him. So it's just like,
okay, so it was just all.
Bro, I was just like, I started shaking. I started like running around the goddamn apartment complex, like, holy shit. I was on FaceTime with one of my friends, and he like literally was like, yo, go check Instagram. And I'm like, what the fuck? But there was people that like I was friends with that all followed him that were tagging me in it because I posted the picture first. And they were like, bro, like, this is Bijan. Like,
yeah.
Like, so I'm like, oh, shit. So that's what made me realize that I could have a staple in the football community and be different from all the other photographers because I did shoot on film. It's like I can only have 36 pictures per roll and stuff like that. Obviously, with its action shots and everything, like, people come out their digital cameras and take fucking 400 in one play.
Once, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, like, I can kind of be different here. So I was like, I kind of used that picture to try to get into, other football stuff. But at that time, so that was like June, and they go to camp like July type shit. So, and I'm not anywhere near good enough to like, or have enough reputable. Like I literally only have a Deshaun picture. You know what I'm saying? So I can't like go to an NFL team. Like, fuck with me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're in season and everything. So that's when I was doing the rap stuff with Tia and Gucci and Sunny Digital and everything. And so then Gucci was like, just like, yo, you need to be my photographer like full time and everything. I would really love that. Like anytime you're down here, let's shoot. Anytime I have a show, just come with me. And then so I'm realizing like, damn, I need to be in Atlanta. Like, fuck this, fuck Raleigh. To be honest, like there's nothing. Like I'm literally only shooting with Tia when I'm here, and we're just going to Atlanta anyway. So I'm like, shoot. So I hit up Big Baby Gucci, and I'm like, bro, would it just be cool if I just like lived at your house and slept on your couch, bro? Like, and he was just like, fuck yeah. Like if you just take pictures of me all the time, like hell yeah. So I did that, and then while I was doing that, he was recording he recorded Teen Spirit, Isolated. Those were like a couple albums, and there was a couple single covers I did. And
Teen Spirit, that shit hard. Yeah.
Like this shit was the craziest album ever, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I really think Big Baby Gucci's like top tier, one of the best rappers I've ever seen, and I think the world is gonna see, or if anyone who knows him and has been around him knows, like, damn, like he's really just different than a lot of people. Like you can compare it to like Juice WRLD or like Young Thug, really, like just the way they record and everything. I've seen him literally record hits on that album that are in 5 minutes, like one take, and it's just like, and he's seen it too, like
brush your shoulders
it's
off.
ridiculous, bro.
None.
Yeah, it was just unlike anything I've ever seen before. So I really resonated with his music. I loved it. It was exciting to work for him. And so I was just like, let me take that leap and do that. And then while I was doing that, while I was living with him, Quincy hit me up again, the quarterback trainer, and was like, yo, I'm training Jalen Hurts for like his pro days. Like just come and do all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this story, like, of course you're saying all the good shit, and it was probably a lot of bad in between. But this story sounded pretty fucking good. Like
I was broke as hell.
Yeah.
I was broke as hell. Like,
Ashy McChickens, all that shit.
bro.
Yes. Yeah.
QT hot dogs, like it was ugly.
Struggle
man.
food.
It was ugly as hell. I'm not gonna lie, but like some of the rappers I was with, like if I'm with them, they're feeding me good. You know what I'm saying? Like but it was a lot of struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I was sleeping on a couch.
Yeah.
With like 10 other people living in the house. I think it was like a collective house. So.
Yeah, he was like, it's no problem. You come and get the couch. 30 other
niggas. Yeah, that was something like, yeah. So it was cool. It was, but it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was very hard. It like took a pretty big toll on my mental health because I was just seeing like everybody else, and I knew I was like better than a lot of these people that are like in better situations.
Gotta have that confidence. Gotcha.
Shit. Yeah. So and just speaking and just people telling me like, yo, like you should be doing way better. But I'm also like, people have to remember, like at that time, like I've only been doing this shit for like a year at this point, like starting from the ground up. Like I was in college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have to pay student loans and stuff like that still.
Literally.
So yeah, pretty much. So with Quincy, he had me come shoot Jalen Hurts' pro days and stuff like that. And what was cool about that, and then so he was also training another dude that I used to play against in college type shit. So my coach ended up going to that school. So I knew like everything that
you had a connection.
It was connection at that point. But I knew like all the plays they were running. I knew why he couldn't throw a comeback because you know what I'm saying, they ran their routes this way. Like so Quincy was like, damn, like you kind of know what you're talking about. Like so I was like catching passes for Jalen, and like Deshaun was coming there. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I was just catching passes and then plus with the film stuff, right? Like I can only take 36 pictures per session. I was really like, when I tell you I was really broke, bro, I was really fucking broke. So like I can only preserve what I got on my film roll or whatever. So I would take the pictures and then go catch, because I love football so much. Like it's just weird not having it in my life. So and if there's a football there, I'm going to throw it. Like we throw football all the time. Like just
Play catch.
Oh yeah, weren't y'all throwing the football in down in DC?
Yeah, exactly. Wherever, it doesn't matter. We'll play in the goddamn gravel lot. It don't matter at all. So I'm just like, so I did that, and so took some really good pictures of Jalen, and he's kind of like more of an old school type dude. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of reminds me of that like Friday Night Lights, like Be Perfect Mojo. He's from Texas, so and he was just like, bro, these are so crazy, dude. Like, just so different. It's like the film it looks like we're back in the 90s, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, like, post these if you want to.
I go
bro.
crazy.
So I posted some pictures of him, and then he posted on his story, and then my shit just flooded like crazy, bro. So I was like, yeah, I need to keep doing this. But then Corona happened and everything, like right around
Stop
that time.
the world.
How bad did that hurt?
World. Oh, that was bro. I was so sad. But I was still living in the house with Big Baby Gucci, so I'm like, shit. At least I got some work I could be doing, like at the end of the day. But all the momentum I had with football just kind of like went away. Like I was with Deshaun like a week before all that happened, and he was like, yeah, bro, you need to be with me everywhere type shit. But then all of a sudden, like, world just stopped. And I was actually in LA shooting a football camp while that was happening, and then I met Jetson, like Jetson Made, like, oh Lord, Jetson Made.
Jetson Made?
There, yep. So I met him out there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know who 18 Vino is? Have y'all heard of him? He passed away, but he was Jetson's artist. So I like shot the behind the scenes pictures for his first video ever.
R.I.P.
Yep, R.I.P. And that's when Jet was working with Jack Harlow really heavy. Like What's Poppin' just dropped. I think I was with them the night that the album or the EP that it was on like came out. And you know, it was a great night. It was amazing. But like Corona happened, so we all had to like evacuate LA. So I mean, that was like one of my first working besides Sunny Digital and stuff like that. That was like my first time like being in LA with like a big, or being somewhere else with like a bigger you know, cultural icon in hip hop and stuff like that at that time, because he was untouchable at that time. Like he had all the DaBaby stuff, he had him, he had some 21 Savage stuff. Like he was probably the hottest producer of that year, 2019, 2020. So I was like, yo, I gotta keep working with you. But obviously Corona was an issue and everything, and
that's fucking crazy.
Dude,
like,
it was nuts.
When you tell the story, like, do you even believe it?
Not really. Like, not really. Like,
and so far, like, what was the time frame? Like, this is only like a year and some change.
4 years.
Right?
Years
like,
and
this
change. So this is March 2020. So I started January 2019, and this is March 2020. So, and then I'm working for Gucci full time and everything, and it's going really well. It's going really, really well. But I just can't like really go to shows. I can't go to studios. It's just really just him and whoever he puts me in front of type shit. So during that time, I met a dude named Shifty, who he edits like every video for No Jumper. He has a
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he has a what's it called? YouTube channel called Top 5 Gaming, where it's like a Fortnite news channel, and he owns a stake in that.
Oh shit!
And they have like 5.5 million subscribers. So
Something crazy.
Shout out Fortnite, nigga.
Right? No, like he was literally so his whole thing was he moved into like a gaming house or whatever. He played like COD back in the day and stuff like that, did like the montage, but he was really known for editing.
Swifty
and Shifty.
Yeah.
So he was really known for just like editing in that space and everything. And so Gucci was a part of that gaming team that he was a part of. So we shot a video at like their like big house, but he was telling me like when he first moved to Atlanta and he dropped out of college, he had $30 in his bank account. Then all of a sudden, someone comes up to him with this idea of starting this Fortnite channel in like 2017 when it just became like a thing.
Fortnite.
And all of a sudden, bro, he said he went from making like $1,000 in a month to just like 10,000, 30,000, like off of this YouTube channel. So, he was a huge inspiration for me and everything. And then so I ended up moving out of Gucci's house to get my own place because that shit got kind of like I was living there for like 6 months on a couch and stuff like
couch
that.
life,
So
nigga.
Yeah.
honestly, like my health started to become an issue. Just like I was eating terrible, smoking all the time. Like I was just like I need to just get my own place. I'm gonna still work for you. I'm still going there every single day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna get a place in Sandy Springs. So he lived in Lithonia, so I'm gonna get a place in Sandy Springs. And the dude that was on the team with me at Elon, I was like, bro, you need to come down to Atlanta and be around everything I'm around. And
because he's the one who was like, yo, I can put you on and woody woo woo.
Not really, but he helped me start. Like he believed in me.
He gave you that push.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, you can take pictures of me. Like, so I was like, I felt like I owed that to him. I felt like I really owed it to him. And so we moved down. And I'm just like, bro, you're just about to be around everything I'm around. I'm taking you everywhere. So he moved into the apartment with me, and I was taking him to Gucci's house every day. And then we ended up, Shifty wanted to start shooting music videos and everything. So I started taking him to his house and stuff like that. And we were just always there. And then we ended up making like his like EP's first EP. Like he made a couple like in college, but they were nothing like this one. So we just decided to like take everything down and like make this like the debut album and everything. So I had him record at Sunny Digital's because I was just cool with the engineer there. Because that's who I would really talk to all day long was the engineer. Anytime I needed to go to Atlanta, I stayed there at Sunny's before I moved down there. And So yeah, we got really, really close, and I was like, yeah, I got this rapper that is living with me, and I really want to like help build him up. And so we started recording there, and he ended up getting like some Chase the Money beats and everything. And then I used to bring him to Gucci's, and if y'all know who Fish is, the producer, it's like Big Baby Gucci's like main producer.
Okay.
He was liking his stuff a lot, so he was sending beats to him. So we compiled this like amazing tape, and I was so like that happened. And then as I'm with Gucci, I'm meeting like all these like label executives, and there's like this studio in Atlanta called Doppler Studios, and there was a label called Stream Cut there. So I had got kind of close. He really like, the thing was, I was able to get in almost any room I wanted to because I was shooting photos, and I was doing really well with that, and they liked it a lot. So that was kind of like our way in and everything. And
You had some value to provide.
some value to provide, yeah. So and then they all, like in the underground scene at least, a lot of people thought it was so dope that I was being Big Baby Gucci's photographer. Kind of like how Gunnar Stahl is like Playboy Cardi's photographer.
Yeah, it's like
it was something like they reminded him of that type shit.
It's like being somebody's fashion designer.
Exactly. No, it was really cool. So I was like integral part of his creative direction and stuff like that. And so I was like, yo, I got this other dude like that I'm trying to put on. Like I got a Gucci feature from him already. Like we got the backing for that. We got all this backing already. Like all we need is just like a little bit of help. Like, and he's like, oh yeah, I can sign him to like a little distribution deal, like no money, like 90-10 or whatever. So, but the thing was with that, their studios were, their offices were in Doppler Studios, where like, I mean, Kanye's recorded there. Justin Bieber's recorded there.
Usher.
Like all Usher, Randy, like everybody who can record shit. Like, it's like the main. It's not a thing anymore, but it's the main. It was like literally the main studio. There. Like the first night we go there for him to go sign his paperwork, Pooh Shiesty's in there. You know what I'm saying? He needs an engineer. We have one, so we're like, get your ass in.
Hell yeah.
So I got a picture of Pooh Shiesty that night.
Is that the one that's on your gram right now?
That's the one. So I got a
free
picture.
Pooh Shiesty.
Exactly. Free him. That shit is crazy, bro. Free him. So he, so we ended up just kept going back there, and like Jetson records there. So like I was already friends with him, so he had me come in the room with him, and we got some beats from him for my friend, and there's a guy named First Class that signed to him, that ended up working with him as well and stuff like that. So it was going really, really well on that aspect and everything, but trying to think what happened after that. And I'm still shooting football in between that.
At the same
Okay,
time.
at the same time.
Football, like I ended up like upgrading my camera and being able to shoot action photos and stuff like that. So they kept wanting me to go back and everything. So it was just a really active time period.
So that word, you said creative director, right?
Yeah.
I've heard some people say, creative director is like it's a very loose term.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what is it to you?
I mean, I guess in like a sense, like it's someone who creates or directs whatever creative person. I mean, it's really simple, honestly, but I know there's creative directors that don't shoot videos, they don't shoot pictures, you know what I'm saying? They're just there to put their inside out there. They're kind of like managers, but like without the business aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think with me, it's like the way I'm able to add value to that is really like I take all the pictures. You know what I'm saying? My boy Shifty, we have a production company called Playback now, and so whenever I have someone like Noah, like Shifty shoots his videos, or we find somebody to shoot his videos, and like we have talks like every day about what we're gonna do. But mainly, it's for me, it's like being the main photographer for them. Like they get all their pictures are taken by me. Like they don't really like go with anybody else type stuff, and we just try to like really like push his music through these photos and these videos.
It's like marketing.
Marketing, yeah, it's pretty much a marketing director, to be honest. Like a lot of it's marketing, but I think that like for me personally. So, and I give him my insight. Like I even picked the track list for his album. I mean, even if he needs help with songs and stuff like that, or just telling him like, yo, like just scrap this. Like you're good. Like, but this song is really hard. Like you need to drop this. Like that's really how I go.
You feel like A&R is like a fucking lane you can step in real easy
Oh
just
no,
because of where you've
I've
been?
A&R'd some pretty crazy songs. Like a lot of Tia stuff I've A&R'd. There's an artist named Millie Golightly that I'm like her.
Shout out Millie.
Yeah, I'm her.
Shout out London the guy.
Exactly. So I'm
Or
her
wherever
creative
she's from.
director right now with her boyfriend, who's Young Thug's manager as well. So we kind of collab on stuff, and then Shifty shoots. We got contracted to shoot all our videos and stuff like that. But she, because she has more of an industry backing and stuff like that, has a lot more help than a lot of the other artists I work with. So whenever she needs me, I just go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever I need her, she comes in and does things like performing at the fest and stuff like that. And
So you say photography, but so you don't do anything video?
I help Shifty. I'm like the C cam.
Okay.
Like, we have a VHS camera that I like.
You fuck around with.
that, but I'll get my insight and everything. And I'll like help direct it, and you know what I'm saying. Like whenever he has a video, like I'll step in and be like, yo, we need to do this and do that. Like just off of experience that I've had. And like the cool thing about with Millie is like her boyfriend is Young Thug's manager, and he was actually his photographer at first. He shot the Jeffrey cover.
Wow.
Him in the dress.
That was one of the hard. Yeah, that shit was
That was
hard.
the most hard. And then he showed me like all of the like pictures that nobody's seen of that shoot and everything. So it's really awesome. Like, but the thing with him, like, and I thought like 15 steps ahead, but he really like thinks like 50 steps ahead.
He a grandmaster
Like
chess player.
it is like, yo, like it's almost like when I have to deal with other people, it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, because he's just so on point, and I get to see. He just really educated me on how shit should be really done, because he is managing like probably the most iconic rapper of all time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Like, that's my favorite rapper of all time.
Nah.
So I'm listening to everything he's fucking saying.
He dropping
like,
gems, yeah.
you know, literally, or just like
Yeah, like
I'll
what's
even say
some?
I'm just observing what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just, like, even having conversation with him. Like I remember we shot Millie has a song called Two Girls One Saloon, which I actually A&R'd because I was co-managing Fish at the time.
Okay.
And so this is crazy. So Tia had to come down to Atlanta just just wanted to record with a lot of people. And Tia's getting helped by like 1:37 p.m., which is like Gary V and this guy named Mike Boyd's like I guess label, or just the music department of theirs. So and then they're helping Millie out too. So she was like, or they were like, yo, Tia, you need to go make this song with Millie. You just need to go to the studio, go meet her, go make a song. And then so whenever Tia comes down to Atlanta, and I don't live there anymore. I'm actually moving back, but I lived in Raleigh past there. So when I was living there, she would just come stay at my place, and she was like, yo, can we go record something with Millie Golightly? And I was like, hell yeah, like, cause she was on Thug's album. I'm like, bro, like, do you understand how big this shit is? Like, let's
It's a
go.
moment. Yeah.
Let's go. So then they're like, we get to the studio and they're going through beats, and they just are like, they're just not hitting. So I call Fish up. I'm like, bro, they talking about they want some cowgirl style beat. You know what I'm saying? Because Millie's doing the whole cowgirl country.
Cowgirl.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really
So-
go lightly.
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah, so that's honestly what kind of started the Really Go Lightly stuff.
Word.
Oh yeah, so because it was more of like a Western, but also like London English drill type.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Fusion.
Y'all go listen to that song. It's called Two Girls One Saloon. So they ended up making the song together, right? And so I ended up to backtrack a little bit. I call Fish and I'm like, bro, they need a beat like cowgirl, and just send me something. So he sends me the perfect one. I'm just like smiling from ear to ear, like, bro, they're gonna hop on this one, like, and they ended up doing it, type shit. Tia's management ended up kind of messing up, like her being on it, and just like making it complicated and stuff like that.
Fumbled the bag.
Fumbled the bag. Like honestly, like fumbled the bag hard on this one, like really fumbled the bag. But I mean, and Tia was pretty disappointed about it and stuff like that. So we ended up having to just have Millie put another verse on it and stuff like that. I shot the video, and I'm trying to think. I shot the video, and then I had her boyfriend edit it and everything. So that's like, I did the A&R stuff with that, and then with the video stuff, I really had Shifty. So he shot a video for her before. Actually, so she was talking about how she's like, I don't have a video team. I don't have a videographer. I don't have none of this. And then she's talking about also like, yo, Bijan, I need to like really be around you, like getting these beats from you and stuff like that. Cause like, this is like a perfect sound for me. So I'm like, all right, bet. So when next time Fish came to Atlanta, she came to Doppler and stuff like that. Cause we had the free time. And that's what I was about to say with Doppler. Like, with signing this deal to Streamcut, it was like, we had that space there for free anytime we wanted to, bring whoever we wanted to. So I ended up getting help get Fish signed to Stream Cut as well. And so we had Millie come in there. They ended up making another song, and then she's like, "Yeah, I want to shoot a video for our Two Girls One Saloon song." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And Shifty lived like 5 minutes from there, so I'm like, "Shifty, get your ass over here, bro. Like, just trying to shoot a video. Let's talk about it." And then so we ended up shooting. It was like honestly like the second time directing a video ever type shit. So he does that, and then Garfield, her boyfriend, is on set with us. So that's really how we learned how to direct videos, because he was really like getting in there and like speeding. We're learning all these terms and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, like this is really how it's supposed to be run. So after that, like we're good. We're good to go. We know what we're doing. Like, because like Shifty's a really, really, really smart person. Like one of the smartest people I know.
With a name like Shifty, you kind of got to be.
Yeah.
And honestly, like the nicest person I know. Like Noah's like top. Like him and Noah are top 2 most nice people.
Just genuine people.
They're very genuine people. Like it's just like I really hope everyone experiences a friend like both of them. Like I really pray for that for everybody.
That's one of the greatest compliments I've ever heard.
That's
I hope everybody has a friend like this. That's crazy.
I really hope they all find a friend like Noah and Shifty. Like like that's something. I think the world would be a better place that way. To be honest. So I shot the video for Two Girls One Saloon. We drop it. And it's got like 100 or 200 some thousand streams right now. And so that's how I got my thing into A&Ring. But whenever I A&R a song, I also want to shoot the cover, and I want to shoot the video as well.
And this is what you stamped at. Like this is what has to happen.
That's a part of his creative directing process.
I mean, I won't say it like has to happen, because if I do it for someone that's like huge,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
But like. I'm obviously gonna suggest it, like, yo, let me do this, but it's also kind of happened naturally, type shit as well. So I don't know, like it's just kind of worked out that way.
What's rule number 1? Like, what's the one thing you should never do as a photographer that you've learned? Like
because it's so broad. Like I've done a lot of dumb shit that's gotten me into like really crazy rooms. You know,
was it a mistake or
was it a mistake?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes like people don't like when you're so starstruck. Some people do. I don't know. Like it's really like I really don't know what to tell you with that one, because I've failed a bunch of times, and I've also succeeded a whole lot of times as well. So, like I said, I don't really know.
Dealing with egos, is it hard?
Yeah.
Because like,
I don't work with
especially all the artists.
I was about to say, like, as a photographer, right? Like your position is very important.
Yeah.
But like a rapper, I could see a rapper being like, man, fuck a photographer. Like,
Nah,
what the fuck is this nigga? Fucking photographer.
Like, some were like very like they knew my value and stuff like that, but they also didn't necessarily like treat me like I was like the most important thing to them in the world. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how I set stuff aside for those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but they'll also will be say to fuck a photographer. I got 700 other people in my DMs asking me and trying to come to my shows and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like when you build something with somebody, like it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. So that's the way I look at it. And then, but like also hanging around with like egotistical rappers, like it starts to like get in. I started to like develop that.
It starts to seep in
a little bit too and stuff like that.
I've heard of that. I was like,
exactly.
When I heard of that, I was like, I guess.
Bro, if you interviewed me 6 months ago, I'd probably be like real, just cocky, real you know what I'm saying? I'm a whole different person now.
But so what happened? You had a little ego death or something?
Ego. No, I mean, I fell out with like half the rappers I was working with. Like everyone I'm talking about except for Tia and Millie, like I've fallen out with. Like I don't work for them no more. And I don't necessarily think I was the problem, but I just think I let too much shit happen. You know what I'm saying? To where they thought they could treat me a certain way, where they thought they couldn't pay me. Instead of paying me, they just smoked me up. You know what I'm saying? I made it okay.
Word.
I made it okay. I really made that shit
precedent.
Okay.
You seeing this? Yeah,
Exactly.
it's tricky.
So that might be some number one rule for photographers. But know your worth.
Know your worth.
Know your worth. Yeah. But I mean, you have to develop that worth too, though. True. Like I'll say this, like.
Damn, you ain't keep going. Yeah, I just got
so. You're good. So like, at first, I'm like, okay, I need to do everything. But the other thing about it is too, though, is like, when I'm trying to build, I'm obviously like, yo, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But the thing was with me was I got really good really fast.
Yeah.
like the timeline was small as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I got really good really fast, and I think that kind of like fucked people up a little bit, because I was just with Big Baby Gucci, for instance. I was just starting out.
You was literally straight off the field.
Straight off the field, like straight out of college, straight out the classroom. Like,
yeah.
Like I don't. So it it's like when you have someone that's like willing to do anything and they're just starting out and they realize like, I realized like me being around these people was a blessing. Like they didn't necessarily, I wasn't really a blessing to them as much as they were a blessing to me. And I always looked at it that way. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with rappers, it's just like, they're a different breed of people, bro.
I've heard of that, but like, why? Why is that? What do you like?
Honest,
what you think is?
I think to be a great rapper and to be like a big icon, like mostly you have to be like kind of narcissistic in a sense. Like you gotta think you're the shit. Like you know what I'm saying? When you're rapping, like you're rapping about, you're trying to gas yourself up all the time. You're trying to put yourself out there.
You get the most bitches. You got the most cars.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just running into that a lot and everything, but
A lot of bravado.
and stuff like that, and then also just like helping other rappers like come up and stuff like that when they were at the bottom, and then seeing them kind of like get a little egotistical too. It just got kind of weird type shit. So you know what I'm saying, but if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know how to go about like my next steps and everything. And also, but the thing is, what I like about football is it's very organized. Like shooting football is very organized. Like they're gonna practice at this time. They're gonna go to this field. You know, they're not gonna be fucking hotheads. They don't have many photographers to help them out type shit. So when you're a good photographer, they're like, yo, take this picture.
Yeah, you're trying to take this.
Yeah, especially when you're the only one there sometimes. Like, you know, they realize, and they also realize like, damn, if you're in the same vicinity as me, you're probably doing really well. The thing with rap is there's a lot of entourage people that don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I could be looked at like, I could be in a room, and in some cases, I'm like the only white person in the room, so they kind of treat me a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, speaking of that, you be getting the cold shoulder and shit.
Like, oh, when I'm in Atlanta all the time. Like, all the time.
Yeah, Atlanta's black as fuck.
All the time. But I mean, I understand
Motherfucker.
it, though. Like, I really understand it.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
in the time frame I was doing this. When, all the George Floyd stuff was happening.
You see, but no, I'm gonna discredit that. That's fucked up. That should have never happened,
fucked up. I mean,
regardless
it's
of
fucked up,
color, because everybody's
but
shitty.
I understand. I understand. And it's like, and the other thing is like, technically, I'm not necessarily supposed to be in this space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be. It's the whole culture.
Bro, talent
we gotta have a conversation
overrides.
about this.
Yeah,
That's what
talent.
I'm realizing now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm realizing now. But I understand at the same time. Like, I really do understand.
Isn't that what they told us though when we were fighting for rights? Like, you don't belong.
Yeah,
in
you don't
space.
belong
Like, so
here.
how we gonna do the same shit back?
You know, hurt people. That's what Kendrick was trying to say.
Yeah, you know, trauma. Trauma.
Shout out Kendrick.
I mean, but at the end of the day, I do realize I'm very lucky to be able to maneuver through this space. And there's a lot of people. There's more people that have treated me really good than really bad. I'll say some of the really bad stuff. I've been like, why the fuck would you say that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, who did this to you? You know what I'm saying? But
You could tell he was hurt.
you know what I'm saying? Or like, when you're but I can also tell like when you're in a minority technically, and I'm not a minority in the world.
in this
but like in
situation,
this,
it just
like when I'm in
be-
Atlanta, I am.
You're a minority.
You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely understand where it kind of shakes people the wrong way and stuff like that. And like that's always like the first thing they say if I do some weird shit or like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like they're just waiting for you to fuck
Yeah,
up.
or it's like, oh,
That
like,
shit
like
lame. That's
just
lame.
or just like I remember talking to one like big time producer, and he was just like, yeah, and you're gonna do well because you're white and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I could understand that because there is white privilege in this world. There definitely is.
That's the thing.
But in this
Majority
space,
privilege.
you know what I'm saying? That's what the first thing people say to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm not technically supposed to, and I'm from a whole different state. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to come down here and make my maneuver. I'm broke as hell at this time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it has its pros and cons. Like,
Yeah, because you're in a weird position because you're not at the position to say something back. Because it's like, nigga, you sleeping on the couch in Atlanta. Fuck that, nigga. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
no, exactly. No, exactly. That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And plus being white, it's like, I'm not going to say the wrong thing. Fuck that.
No, you can't.
Like, come out this
You
bitch with
can't.
bruises and
A house
bumps.
full of niggas.
I'm good on that. Like, nah,
Hell yeah.
But the thing is, like, playing football, and like when I tell you when I went to that prep school, I was like one of 5 white kids there, so I really like understood. I came from a predominantly white high school, went to predominantly white college, but that prep school time, like I really learned how to like
Maneuver.
culture and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and embrace it, and stuff like that, and I don't know, just and I found out that I loved it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And I'm glad you admit that because it's like race is a weird subject like now in this country.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's like race doesn't really matter Like if you're talented, if you have the skill, nigga, you could pretty much do anything.
Yeah,
Or the money.
That goes
I'll
across
say
all
this,
boards.
I really understand that there was
Yeah.
a lot of people that ruined it for people like me.
That's
Literally.
A fact.
You
That's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like the Derek Chauvin stuff, like he ruined it for me type shit. You know what I'm saying? He ruined it for
Mm-hmm.
me and Noah. But at the end of the day, we don't mean no harm ever.
Exactly.
We're just trying to we're here to enhance whatever everyone's got going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to help.
Culture is supposed to be shared.
Yeah, culture is supposed to be shared.
Literally.
Like you
it's
think
I'm-
you think Hispanic people gonna look at you weird for going to El Paso?
Yeah,
No, exactly.
like-
No, they're not. They like
It's
people
crazy.
like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And like I'm part Persian and stuff like that. And you can ask Noah. We try to involve the Persian, like our culture into everything. We take them.
Prince of Persia.
No, look, exactly. We take him to the Persian restaurant. He loves the food. You know what I'm saying?
What
And it's
Persian
like-
food tastes like?
Bro.
If you haven't had it, you gotta try.
Like
It's like Mediterranean.
like
I fuck with Mediterranean.
Yes.
with some rice.
It's better though.
And some,
better?
We'll take you to Flame Kebab. We'll take you there.
All right, we gonna
We got to see about
Take you
that.
there. But nah, it's
Yeah.
like the way I would describe it is like if you were to get executed and you want your last meal to be something, it'd be that. So
Persian
it's
food.
amazing. Yeah, exactly.
Death row meal.
So, like you said,
food.
culture should be shared, and if I could share my culture with their culture, like let's just integrate. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of America right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a melting
Like,
pot.
you know what I'm saying? It's not the 1960s no more. It's just where.
But what do you think Raleigh needs? Because like you said, you was like, man, fuck Raleigh. I'm only here for one person.
Well, the thing is, so I would say Atlanta, being a predominantly African American community with the culture of hip hop and stuff like that, it is just something like it just kind of naturally became what it was.
It's not like they was trying to. It's just
they were trying.
It's just a bunch of
Like,
rappers.
we don't got to, yeah.
That's
it's
a bunch of
usually how it
entrepreneurs.
works
You know what I'm
out.
saying? Like cops down there understand like people are down here to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in Atlanta to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Noah comes down to Atlanta to do music stuff, to film, to get pictures taken and stuff like
about
that.
business.
To meet people. It's a network. You know, it's a business city. Like it's very fast. And like when I come to places like here, it's very slow. People don't necessarily understand like what's at stake type stuff. But like I said, or like what you were saying about there needs to be people like Noah. You know what I'm saying? That it's never. I'll say this: North Carolina will never, ever, 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 ever be Atlanta. It will
Ever.
never be that. Because
Yeah.
there's
only one
cultures
Atlanta.
are different.
History
One
was
Atlanta,
different.
Yep, the history is different. I think like you mentioned in your interview, like there's 15 rappers in Atlanta all working together.
All
right now.
working together.
All working together
in the same
Like,
house.
and maybe they went to high school together. Maybe they went to elementary school, or like they're cousins, or they're brothers, or like they're just best friends growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it will never be that. But like what Noah's doing with In the Fest, it's like putting a highlight on who actually is good and stuff like that. And the thing also with Atlanta, like we can't. This is a lot of things people do in North Carolina. They like to compare the whole state to one city.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
We'll
in
want-
Atlanta, it's a 30-minute. You know what I'm saying? I mean, traffic, goddamn, is crazy, but everything's really 30 minutes away. Like nothing's more than 30 miles from each other.
on some Greensboro shit.
Greensboro shit. Yeah. Nothing's more than 30 miles. So, but like here, say like there's like Tusi here. You know what I'm saying? There's Tia in Winston-Salem. The baby's from Charlotte. Gucci's from Charlotte. Noah's from here.
Yeah.
Kinda
You know,
spread out.
it's
yeah.
it's like Charlotte's 3 hours away.
3 hours is a long
Sometimes-
time.
it's a long
Yeah.
time, bro. Like, I mean, you have to pretty much put out your whole day to go there. You know what I'm
gas money
Yeah,
during
fucking
this
all that.
time.
Like, literally. So, and then there's, like, people in Asheville. That's, like, 4.5 hours away.
Asheville.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple, like, but there's no, like, rappers from Asheville, but there's, like, a
Yeah.
couple, like, hyper pop singers and stuff like that. So it'll just never be that. But, like I said, with people like Noah that are trying to create scenes in their city, that's where it can start. At least it can at least like become something to where people can profit off of and do what they need to do to get. And I'll say this: every single person eventually needs to go down to Atlanta. They need to go to New York. They need
I was
to go
about
to
to
LA
ask you that.
to enhance what they got going on.
Have to.
They got to.
Okay.
Like you have to. Like I had to. Noah's had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's had. Like Gucci had to do it. Fucking Tia had to do it. You know what I'm saying?
necessary.
Tia went down to she had her song Lotto, right? She didn't work with any big producers before. She goes down there, gets beats from Sonny. She gets beats from Honorable C Note. She gets beats from
Honorable
Cardo
C
Got
Note?
Wings.
No
yeah,
shit.
like all that shit, bro. She's worked with like the craziest stuff. I've been in the thing with her, in the studio with her where I'm just thinking this is a normal producer. Well, I'm talking to him and he's just like, yeah, I produced Location by Khalid. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That shit got like 1 billion fucking streams or something.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're all there. You know what I'm saying? Jetson was in Atlanta. That's how I met him, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we ended up meeting in LA as well. So you got to go to these big cities to make shit happen.
You have to.
You really got to.
That's what you're moving
And
at.
I'll even say, like, I mean, with my football stuff too, like there's been some good recruits here and stuff like that, but they're not coming back to goddamn Raleigh. Like the biggest athlete right now in the NFL is like Braxton Berrios, Dexter Lawrence, and
Shout out Dexter.
yeah, exactly. I got to play against him in high school and stuff
Word.
like that.
Oh,
And
That's
Braxton
a big
too.
boy. Yeah.
No, absolutely, no Braxton.
You fuck around, get ran over by that
Had
nigga.
one of my 2 interceptions all of high school, and I thought I caught superpowers after that. Like, that shit was dope. I mean, I'm not even mad that he picked me off or whatever. But yeah, no, I think like they're like the only 2 really here. There's some in Charlotte and stuff like that, but they ended up moving down. They ended up moving down to Atlanta. Like I could go to a field in Atlanta, and you've been down to the field with me. Like Sean's working there, Tyrod Taylor's working there. There's a couple big receivers that are there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can literally just pull up, and it's just like a regular field, like at a park. You know what I'm saying? Like if you went to Dorothy Dix or I'm trying to think of like some parks.
More squares.
Yeah, more
More
square.
square, like they're just in a regular, like just a field, like with like, and they're all like Super Bowl champions and shit like that, MVPs of the league, like. So like you can just run into anyone over there for real. So
I want to ask you about you said it was mentally draining after a certain point, 'cause, you know, just overworking. How do you get out of that?
you surround yourself with great people that really support what you got going on and see your value. So that's I think that's in the time I'm in right now. So I'll say
Real healthy.
Exactly, real healthy, real healthy. So I'll say like with the other people I was working with, maybe they didn't see the full potential in me, and like they the next man up mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other people here, or in some cases I've run into a lot of like jealousy and stuff like that because my mind moves at a different pace. Like just being honest, like I think like 5 years ahead at all times. Like and it just kind of pisses people off sometimes, and they start saying like crazy ass shit to me and stuff like that. But that's why. So when I moved back to Raleigh, I had friends like Shifty that still live down there. So whenever I'm actually about to move into his house with him, and like I said, he's like the nicest person ever. So and then Millie as well, like starting to work with her, she's like a very like thank you for doing this, like the word thank you like goes such a long way, you know what I'm saying? It really does.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
just, like I sometimes if I'm not getting paid, I just want to hear that, like I want to know
Appreciation.
that I'm, like, valued,
Appreciation.
you know what I'm saying?
We're
So,
human.
we're human at the end of the day, like, and there's a lot of people that thought like, man, you always want fucking validation and stuff like that. But I'm like, bro, I'm not getting no money from this. At least, goddamn, just say like, thank you.
Yo,
bro. That's all I
yeah.
fucking want. I mean, I was getting tagged by people and stuff like that. But yeah, also, if they weren't, like,
Yeah, speak on that. Like not getting tagged in the photography community is like a big deal. So I've heard.
It's like
you know.
Cardinal sin or something.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well just do it, man. You might as well just do
You
it. I don't
might
get
as
mad at
well.
it. I don't get mad at it. But like, there's been some times like I've told no, like if it's like a big artist, I'm like, man, I don't care. Like they saw something that I made and thought it was cool enough to fucking show it to the world and stuff like that. But when it's someone like kind of small, it's like, bro, what the hell are you doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel if you tag me, like you gonna get some more like clout off of me.
And who are you,
Because you gonna
nigga?
goddamn click the thing and you're gonna see all these other people I've shot with, and they're like it just raises some value to me. So I kind of look at that kind of sideways sometimes. But I mean, with the bigger stuff, I really don't care that much. Like, but I'm trying to work my way up to like where artists are gonna want to tag me because I'm such a big photographer and like
You haven't made it there yet.
not yet, not
Wow.
even close, bro, not even close.
After all the shit you've done,
Not even
Young
close.
Thug,
bro.
Lil Key.
I haven't done. I mean, I've done a good amount of stuff, but like, there's so much more. Like now, like everything I've got planned, like it's just there's a lot more room, and I didn't even realize. I'm overthinking at the time. I'm like, yeah, I've done some cool shit, but you guys.
It
are gonna
seems
see.
normal.
You guys are really gonna see. It's really about to get crazy. It's really about to get nuts, especially with all the pandemic ending and everything. It is really over with. Like I'm stepping on everybody, bro. Like
Pressure.
I'll fuck everybody. Like I'm about to get right. Like that's the way I'm feeling. So like, yeah, but with the mental stuff, it's having good people. Like, and then say like when I was falling out with everybody, like Noah like really trusted me to like be around him all the time. He's always understood the value because he didn't have somebody like me before. You know what I'm saying? So. But I also had to prove to him, like, you know, I can really like help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a photographer to take your pictures all the time is very vital. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
I think he's gained a pretty good amount of followers. Always has content. Always does. Never lacking at all type shit. I just really appreciate him for like really believing in me and letting me always come to the house and everything. Like when I was really down bad, broke as shit, like, and I fell out with like even like some people that he's friends with, and he still, you know what I'm saying, still believed in me and still saw the value. So, like I said, really being with the people that always say thank you. They, you know, just, and they're always there to help type shit. Like Noah's put me on to like a lot of my great photos of other people that y'all wouldn't even know that he put together. You know what I'm saying? Like having something like In the Fest to where when I fall out with those people, I like all the other people that appreciate me, I can help his show, and he, you know, has me as the head of the media for that, and like show that I'm still kind of important to this. And it made me like bring my confidence up and everything, and kept me going. It really kept me alive.
Help.
Like, it helped. Like it was help. Like, but it's reciprocated, obviously.
Of course.
It's always reciprocated. So, but you just got like reciprocation is, I think, the theme of this, like, of this topic.
You think it's enough of that in Raleigh?
I just don't think like Raleigh is like a music town or a city. Like I think we feel like it has to be now because
Everywhere is a music town.
because
Yeah.
you can, like you said in his interview, you can blow up from your fucking bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like I said, what Noah's doing, it is making a scene and bringing in community, and it's always something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? I just never thought there was like a lot to look forward to, and it's like at least like if you've noticed, like not a lot of like artists are touring through here and stuff like that. So I think Noah's gonna be the person to like actually have people want to come.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. So when Millie came here in December with her boyfriend, who's obviously seen a lot of shows, like helps out a lot of people, like he's with Thug, he does all the touring for Thug. He does all the touring for Mariah the Scientist right now, all the touring for Millie, all for Keed. You know, so he took Keed on his first tour. Lil Got It, like just all these big artists. He like literally looked at Noah and said, "Bro, what you got going on here is crazy. Like the people that are here, they show love. Like the people that really are in the scene, that they show love. Like they really do. Like
of course.
They take it very serious. Like people like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Like y'all really always show love. Y'all are at every event.
We was chilling with 40. Yeah, he a real
Exactly.
nigga. Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah, like everyone shows so much love if they're really in the scene. So that's and then even when he came for spring, I remember he was telling us like, bro, it's always love. Like we don't mind like ever coming here. Like anytime he needs to come here, it is. And I remember him tweeting like every time we come to North Carolina, there might not say like if there's compared to like 500 people in the crowd, if there's 50 people in the crowd, it's gonna feel like there's 500.
It's 500 people. Yeah.
Because everyone is like really tapped in, and they understand how important it is to actually, you know,
Be there.
make this shit happen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and be there, like be supportive, because they'd want it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's I really feel like Noah's doing a really good job of putting that together,
Yeah.
and I think he's like the main one responsible for that.
Who are the people that you like? You could see them in yourself. You could see. Did I say that right? The fuck did I just say? You could see yourself in them, like other photographers,
come
other
up?
people coming up. Is there anybody like that?
I'm different, bro.
But he's thinking 5 years ahead. He's not worried about
I'm
who's
different.
behind him.
I don't think there's. I don't mean to like sound cocky or anything, but I really don't think anyone's on this shit I'm on.
Yeah, good answer.
Like not at all. Like not even close. Like if you want to be, you can. There's a lot of people that are copying the fuck out of me. Like just watching every move, and I'm not saying like I'm also helping them out though. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Got
threw a
to.
gallery back in August, and I don't think any photographer's done that here, and I've inspired a lot type stuff, but I can definitely tell that they're like literally trying to bite the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I got all the artists here already first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I've done what I've done. So, like I said, I just feel like I'm on a whole different ball game than everybody. Like just being honest.
On a whole
Like,
different
I
level.
don't want to. Like I'm a very humble person, but I'm also like I know like
It's
what
necessary
When
I'm
it comes to
Your
your
shit.
work, you can't be that humble. You feel me?
no, exactly. I
Plus,
just,
he
like, when you
only-
ask questions like that, it's like, come on. Like, yo.
Bro, he's using film, bro. He only has 36 chances. He has to be real precise every time.
Exactly. But I think shooting the film has made me a very patient.
I was about to
photographer,
say, yeah.
Making me realize that every picture has to hit. Like when I shot with Thug a couple weeks ago, I only had, because he was only there for like 45 minutes. I knew like, and I think shooting football has helped that too, because I only have 36 shots with them. I
Exactly.
bring a couple rolls with me now. You know what I'm saying? Because I have more money now, but like being in those moments and like making me realize I gotta shoot this really. I gotta have a hit out of here. You know what I'm saying? I took
No room for error.
I took about 30 pictures of Thug the other week, and I think I'm only gonna use one. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great one. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly gonna change my life and a lot of my friends' life too. So, you know, just I think it's made me very patient and very like I've become very intentional. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something as a photographer you need to have intention. Like, there's a lot of like film photographers and regular photographers here that are just firing shit off because they're in the room or they got it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just trying to get a picture. I'm trying to get the picture.
You're trying to make a moment.
I'll say I'm trying to make a moment, but I'm trying to get the picture. Like I'm like I said, when I'm throwing galleries, I want to like I tell them all the time like I think this might be a gallery pic. I don't think this is. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want those gallery pics. I don't know if you guys noticed too on my Instagram. I don't post like every single picture I take.
Nah, there's only like a couple photos on there, like 12 or something.
Like 12 or something photos from literally from when I started in 2019 and now, like, because I'm very, very, very intentional. Like I want everything to I don't want to miss.
Mean something.
I don't want to miss. And then but also like one of the things I'm working on right now is it's called the 10K Portrait Project, where I'm trying to take 10,000 portraits of 10,000 different people, and like I'm trying to do it in like a year. I'm trying to see like that's kind of impossible.
Yeah, like have you did the numbers?
I'm at like 200 right now.
Okay,
you know
okay.
I think I'd have to take like 35 photos a day of different people a day to do that. But I'm also like just like
It's just a mindset.
Yeah, it is, but like
10,000
it's
hours.
also like really awkward to do. You know what I'm saying? But I know like people like know we throw events, like I can go to there but you have to have a lot of money to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's like another issue right now. So
how so?
Because you have to buy the film, you got to get it developed. Like I said, I only have 36 photos on the roll, so it's like, but yeah, no, I'm just working my way up. But I think ever since I started doing that, my photography has gotten like 10 times better. You know what I'm saying? So, and I made an Instagram for it, that 10K Portrait Project. If y'all want to go look at that ever.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what the handle is.
Both of y'all, yeah, I need to get a picture of both of y'all for it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so, but that's like. And I'll even say, like, I don't post every single picture I take on there. I post the best one of that person from that time. And then once you're on there, you're not going to be on there again. Because it's 10,000 different portraits of 10,000 different people.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's a way for me to, gain more clientele. It's a way for me to get my name out there more.
Work on your skill.
Work on my skill, but also to accomplish something that I think I can accomplish. Yeah, it's just something, I mean, like, it's like making your bed in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You wake up to feel that sense of accomplishment. You go to the gym to feel that sense of accomplishment. So I'm just really starting to get into that realm of, okay, I just need to be accomplishing something every single day. So like with that 10K Portrait Project, I'm realizing every single picture is so important. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be like 10 years in the making or something crazy.
Absolutely.
35 a day, shit.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna figure it out.
What are
you gonna like? So you just doing it on Instagram, or are you trying to put it in like a book?
I'm trying to put it into a book form.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I was
trying to
about
make
to
like
say.
a really big. I'm gonna start. So when I move down to Atlanta, because Shifty's like really good with the YouTube stuff and everything, and he has all the cameras and all that other stuff that we need for that. I'm gonna, start a YouTube channel where I vlog my shoots and stuff like that. Maybe vlog some stuff where like I'm working on my 10K Portrait Project. Like I'm trying to go to DC and do like a thing at the the pencil where I like hold up a sign, come take a picture with me for my project and stuff like that. And I want to start this thing where, because I play football and I can still throw it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You got a little arm on you.
A lot of rappers they played football back in the day and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start a series called like Running Routes with Rappers. And I'm just gonna go out there and run routes with rappers.
I'm about to say, you want us to edit that out? Because somebody might try to take that idea from you.
Whatever, bro. I got Roscoe
So that
Dash
sounds
coming
fire.
next month.
Yeah.
Like, and at the end of the day, like, can a photographer throw football like me? No.
Nah.
So
Can a photographer shoot like you?
No. So I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
put it in there. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Shout out all the mini-me's trying.
Exactly. So, but yeah, so that's something I'm trying to start up, and then. Just trying to vlog a lot of stuff. But I'm saying, like, I'll do the running routes with rappers, and also I'm trying to do it with, like, some of the football players I work with and everything too. Like, I'm friends with a lot of good high school players that I could do that stuff with. Like, I'm friends with I don't know if y'all follow UFC at all and MMA.
I fuck
Little
with
bit, a little
UFC.
bit.
So y'all know
Fuck with you.
Vitor Belfort?
Of course.
Yeah, so like I'm really like close with that family and everything. And his son is the #1 quarterback in the nation for like 9th graders right now, like class of 2025 or something.
Wow.
Like that. So and he
Everything full
loves
circle.
my photo.
Shout out Vitor, man.
Shout
Dude's
out
a
Vitor.
legend.
So I actually went down to Miami or Fort Lauderdale area and shot with both of them sometime last year, and they just always like been like, yo, you need to come back and all that stuff. So when I moved back to Atlanta, because I've saved some money up and stuff like that, I'm gonna really like start that shit and really just get that shit going and vlogging that, maybe running routes for Davi. His name's Davi Belfort. He's got offers from everywhere right now. It's fucking insane. They do maybe some vlogs of like us going to the different colleges and doing the visits and stuff like that, and then having me take the, like, you know, they do like these photo shoots there, me taking the pictures and everything for that. So I just want to make it like really, really like fun and like something that people can relate to. And you know, if you like football, you're gonna go to it. If you like photography, you're gonna go to it. Like, and it's something just different. Like,
Has it been a lot of photographer pussy being thrown at you?
I gotta be careful with that shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because I mean, the stereotype that a lot of photographers get, especially in fucking Raleigh, North Carolina. I bet y'all see that shit all the time.
What's the stereotypes? What's the
So, I mean,
stereotype?
just like people just taking photos for pussy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not.
That's
we're
easy
not
to
here
do,
for that. So,
especially
like,
with all
and
these
I work
IG
with
models.
A lot of female artists and stuff like
So
that.
it's like you really try to separate that shit. Like, yo, this is
I do
business.
separate it.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
yeah.
try. Like, I literally, like, I mean, you can ask any female artists I've ever worked with. I like, as soon as I find like that where it's a business relationship and stuff like that, and they do look great. You know what I'm saying? They do look great.
Yeah, you're not crazy or blind.
Yeah, you're not.
They do look great.
Not a psychopath.
But they're friends now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Like you put them in this side of the brain where
No,
they're just
literally.
friends.
No, it's like,
business
but
venture
I
side.
realize, like, bro, am I really gonna try to fuck this up just to get some pussy,
Ass.
bro? Or,
Ass.
Are you? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that. Like, that's stupid as hell.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people fuck their shit up trying to do that.
Yes, man.
And then the other thing is, like, if you do that, they're so quick to, like, you know, post it online type
Flip
shit.
it on
Like,
you.
Flip it on me.
Ooh,
So,
yeah,
and I really want to work. I want to work. I'm here to take photos. I'm not here to
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll even say this, like, if I do have like a relationship with you,
Little
where it's,
thing.
like, sexual and stuff like that, I'm probably not gonna take photos of you.
Uh-huh.
Being honest with you, I'm not going.
It has to be one or the other.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you're my girlfriend, I'll take photos of you. But like,
I respect that.
you know, but like, nah, like we're not doing all that.
Uh-huh.
Like, I might take a picture of you for my 10K portrait project and stuff like that. But
Type
we
shit,
gotta
yeah.
just be. I gotta be really, really careful with that shit. I tell everybody that. Like, I really do.
Rule number 2.
But I'll say this, like regular like females and stuff like that. But I'll also say this, like the past 3 years, because I was just like working so much, I wasn't
Hustling.
even thinking about that.
Exactly,
shit. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot, especially so like in Atlanta, like it's kind of a normal thing, like what I do and stuff like that with the photography, and being around celebrities and stuff like that. When I come back here, like girls think that shit is so fucking awesome. Like it's like
so like, oh my
fucking
God,
unheard of.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
slept on Big
I'll
Baby
say
Gucci couch.
Yeah.
I get, yeah, no. Are you a photographer? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, oh my, like I'll show them a picture. They're like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Like,
That's all it
you know what I'm
takes.
saying? But like I said,
Fuck
like,
media,
you
nigga.
you gotta separate it. You really do gotta separate it. They do think
yeah,
it's
for real.
very, very awesome. Like when you come to like certain areas where that's like not really a thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's the way.
And you pull it out? Like how often you be pulling it out? Like, yeah, this thug right here, you know?
To be honest, a lot. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say you have to. You
like,
have
I mean,
to.
no, but the
It's your
thing
work.
is,
It's
now
your
the thing
baby
is
right
because it's like, and I actually like that. It's actually crazy because I really actually wanted to talk about this. Like talking to like normal, like 9 to 5, like
Yeah.
don't do media stuff. Or
Is it
anything
hard?
like that? It's extremely hard to fucking talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like I'm fucking overdoing every conversation because like literally every day I have something going on. Like I'm like, yeah. Like, well, what you doing this weekend? Well, I'm going to Atlanta to shoot a video with Doug. I'm going to Atlanta to go shoot with Waka Flocka. You know
It's
what I'm
hard
saying?
not
I'm
to sound
going
pretentious.
But it's like, but they're just asking what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I and the other thing about it is like, I work so hard to like get to this point that I want to talk about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then I ask them what they're doing, and they're just like, oh, I'm just trying to figure it all out and stuff like that. And I'm like,
DoorDash.
I'm just
Damn,
like, God damn.
you might have
the
to-
thing is, I had to DoorDash though. I did have to DoorDash. I
Okay.
just stopped doing it. Like I just stopped. Like
See, I like how you said that.
But you're doing
Yeah.
I
that
did.
while also doing something else.
Yeah,
You're
well,
working
no,
on your
I'm-
craft
no,
at
I'm
the same
using
time.
all of that money to
Yeah.
goddamn fund it into this and stuff like that. But like, no, there's just like this person that like they'll work at a bank, you know what I'm saying, or they'll they're trying to put a little like analytics business together or something like that. It's just something I just can't really relate to, and it's just very
hard.
very hard to talk about. And I feel like sometimes I'm like trying to show off too much sometimes, but at the end of the day, I'm also just trying to speak. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not showing off if you're lying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Might have to get a industry girl, you know, a woman who works in the industry.
What I'm really trying to do?
I heard they all hoes though.
Yeah, mostly, but
which ain't bad. Shout out to all the hoes.
Yeah, no,
we need
hoes
them.
made the world go
I love hoes.
I really want a girlfriend that like does like set design and like
That world.
interior design.
Oh, you want a partner? Yeah.
like someone, because like with Shifty's playback company, with his production company, his girlfriend is our stylist. You know what I'm saying, for all of our shoots. Like, she just styled the artist that we shot with Thug and stuff like that. Thug got his own shit, but she styled Little Kid when we shot with him. She styles Millie. I think she's Millie's full-time stylist now.
Oh,
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? So it's I saw that dynamic, and I'm just like, damn, like that's a dynamic I would like. You know,
Dynamic
and
power couple.
and it's a lot, power couple, exactly, and it's a lot less weird. You know what I'm saying? And even just like some females I've talked to in the past like 3 years, like I said, it's just very hard to like
They be square.
have these conversations, or it's like, oh, you're around this girl, and you're with Tia, and you're with Millie, and you're with this person, like da da da. And I'm just like, bro, I look at Tia as like my brother, to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Not even
like
a
one of the
sister.
guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like literally, no. 'Cause, like,
She one of the
If
bros.
you guys meet Tia, like you'll realize like she is one of the bros. Like, for
Word
real.
is
Like, you know
bond.
what I'm saying? And she is like, I just don't ever look at her like that. I don't look at any artist I work with like that. She's just like a main example. Like, that's someone I can literally like talk to. I can talk to like girls about her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same way I talk to Noah about girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, yeah. So I really, like, when I'm working with someone, I really try to keep it just work.
Keep it mature.
And friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Friends.
yeah.
'Cause obviously with photography, it's like be able to capture the best photos. Like, you kind of have to have like a certain just relationship with them. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta be comfortable.
A comfortableness. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of like Noah's pictures, I feel like they're so great because, one, we're with each other every single day. We don't
Chemistry.
take pictures every day.
Yeah.
But he knows exactly what I'm trying to do. I know exactly what I'm trying to do with him. You know what I'm saying? And it just works.
On the same wavelength. And
Same
shit.
wavelength.
Yeah.
Same wavelength. So
Yeah, so if you're a lovely lady out there and you an interior designer or a feng shui artist,
no, we're working on
hit
it
his
right now.
DM.
Get him a man
Exactly, yeah.
He
football.
needs him a Beyonce, somebody who can sing on the track with him.
I'm crying.
But I do have one question. When did you get the football tat? I didn't even notice it until you
first
said it.
I noticed that shit when he started talking about football. I was like, is
Yeah.
that like a
Yeah, it's
sticker?
just it's
Like-
faded out right now.
Was that on some like, man, no more 9 to 5?
I always wanted to do it. I always just wanted as like a branding thing and stuff like that. But like, so the rapper I was talking about, I went to college with, and you guys know who Kevin Kazi is?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah.
So, and then Gucci has like a peace sign tat right here.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Kazi's got a heart tat right here. And I was like, damn, that shit would be cool if I could be like the trifecta, like, and get my like football on it. But like, I wanted to do it when I was like, really rich, so I didn't have to worry about all this stuff. So, we went to Asheville, and Kevin went and got like his mom's name tatted right here, and then the rapper I was working with in college and stuff like that, he got like I think like cross right here and like a little heartbreak thing. So there, I was like, damn, like that shit looks so cool. Like, bro, y'all are going into a new realm of life right now. Like, that's sick.
Face
And
tat
they were
state.
That's all it
and
takes.
I wanted. You guys know who Codone is, the artist.
The artist, he be
Yeah.
drawing the little
So
sketchy.
I wanted him to draw the football, but I just couldn't get his attention type shit because I wanted to like. I work in the SoundCloud era, you know what I'm saying? I work with like the SoundCloud realm of stuff, and he, is a SoundCloud
He's in there.
legend. Yeah, you know what I'm
He's
saying?
in there.
And plus the football stuff, so I wanted to kind of be that. But they were just like, bro, you might as well just get it right now. So I was a tattoo artist. I'm like, bro, how much would it be to? He was like $20. I was like, bro, let's go, let's pull the phone right now, let's just do it. So, but it's really to, like I said, like fuck the 9 to 5 stuff. Just put myself in a different thing, and it's a conversation starter at the end of the day too. And like I said, it's just to separate myself from everybody. That's ultimately at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah,
Stand out from the crowd.
stand out from the
Persian
crowd,
with a football tattoo. This
Exactly.
nigga
Like,
is amazing.
Yeah, after they hear this interview, they really finna stand out from the crowd.
Yo,
yeah.
I fuck with this nigga.
Hey,
Hell yeah,
fuck
you
with
cool
y'all
nigga.
too.
It's like when you said he has a story to tell, I'm like, okay, story to tell, that's very vague, but I'ma believe you. and you just did that.
I
Two
appreciate
H.
it.
It's two H. Come on now. His name is Good Money. Yeah. No one says it's a story to tell. It's a story to be told.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I really appreciate y'all for doing
Shit,
it.
we appreciate you all for coming out.
We
and fucking
appreciate
with
you for coming on here.
Sure. But
Let
yeah,
them know where they can find any of your shit. Like if a person is trying to get in business with you.
I got you. Yeah. So Instagram, Twitter, football with a PH and an extra L at the end. We're starting the YouTube channel like in literally 2 weeks. First video is going up. So it's obviously the same @ name for that. Snapchat at Bijani Football, BIJANNY Football. Is there any more social media things? Or? Oh yeah. Shout yours.
You already know 2H in the building.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
can follow me on all social media at You Already Know It with 2 H's. YOU already know it with 2 H's.
Don't forget.
If you don't get the 2 H's, that will
Nas is
result
out
in
now.
banishment. And you don't want that.
Album of the year. Literally.
Come correct. Come correct.
Album of the year. He just dropped. Like we worked so hard on this shit. Jackpot, Sapger. Who else was on that? Jag.
Pass the mic. Let him shout that shit out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I shot the cover for that. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that. But yeah, all the promo photos, putting together all the videos. So like creative direction was fully by me, but you know what I'm saying? He really put all the music together and really like made that sound. I just was encouraging it, like you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be crazy.
His project's harder than mine.
No, it's not.
So
no, it's not.
that's all I gotta say.
Oh, you ain't never had a friend like
No,
me.
but like, yeah. So I started making. So the thing was with this is like, so I told you I was making music in college as a, you know, just for fun and stuff.
Bullshit.
Bullshitting around.
Yeah, bullshitting around. But I was also around a lot of really good rappers, just like obviously doing this. So I think I know what it's like to make a good song. I remember one day, Jackpot sent me a bunch of beats from Millie. You know what I'm saying? And she was, y'all were already working together. I think y'all made like 3 or 4 songs. And I don't know if y'all, the Smoking Football song on his album.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
We were just bored as hell one night, and I was like, bro, let's make a song like for the hell of it. And then we made this song, and he was like, yeah, I'm Pigskin. That's my artist name. That's my rapper name.
Oh shit.
So
Pigskin. Is that like some horror movie shit?
Nah, nigga, football.
Oh, football.
Yeah.
For football.
Yeah,
it used to be
pigskin.
made out of pigskin.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Hey, fun fact, nigga.
exactly. So
You don't know what to know, nigga.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
hilarious. So we were just bored as hell one night, and I was like, shit, let's make a song just for the hell of it. And we're like, damn, this shit kind of hard. Like, it was one of like his craziest verses. It was, you know, I was yelling on it, so it was like Jackpot made the beat. So you know, goddamn, going crazy. So we put on his album, and then I was like, no, this shit's kind of fun, bro. Like, I want to keep doing this shit. So we made a couple more songs. They're going on my tape. We're dropping in August. We shot a video yesterday for one of them, and I got like Tia's gonna be on one of them. And yeah, and Jackpot pretty much produced the whole thing except for like 3 songs, and we got Sapger as well on there. I think he's produced like 4 on the last tape. 3.
It's just the beast.
Beast.
3 or 4.
The beast. That sound is crazy. Those high synths and everything. So that like crazy fast tempo bass, like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to do it all. I'm trying to be a Swiss Army knife like Debo Samuel.
Man,
You know what I'm
photographer,
saying? Like,
creative director, artist.
trying to do it all. I'm just seeing like you got to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, with photos, like you're not necessarily gonna get paid that much unless you're a really, really big like a really, really, really big photographer, and you've been doing it for years and years and years and years. So I'm just trying to make my way to do that, create some more revenue, so I can become the greatest photographer in the world, stuff like that. But also, I feel like making music, it's also like helped my mind out a lot because I actually have something to yell at or put into a song or something like that. Like just putting words that I'm thinking about. You know,
It's like hitting a punching bag.
literally, it is like it is like hitting a punch.
Stress ball or something.
Yeah.
Stress ball. So and I appreciate Noah for fucking introducing that realm to me and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just trying to do a thing. Yeah, making in the closet, bro.
Making hits in the crib, man. That's all it takes.
Project, bro, recorded by me in the closet, bro. This whole project recorded by me in my closet.
Literally.
Any song you'll hear coming out by me will be recorded by me in the closet.
It's crazy.
Hey, man, good
Vertically
things come from a
integrated.
closet, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Shouts out
It's the best studio ever.
Oh yeah, just don't get trapped in that motherfucker.
Hell yeah, don't get trapped in that motherfucker. But hey, man, it's been good. It's been great. LOI, 2 Ps. Shout out to football. Shout out to Noah. Big shout out to football, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the story, man, for real.
Just like that.
Ow, ow.